Good morning. First and foremost, I want to say to the people of California, I am sitting in awe and horror watching what's happening to your state. I'm so sorry. Coming from Florida, I firsthand know what it's like to sit there and watch your loved ones lose everything from a natural disaster. Okay. So my heart is with you and going through it and helping our friends and our family who lost everything in the hurricanes. I understand and I know what it's like, and it's going to be a tough road because of canceled insurance policies. But first, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry to watch it happen in the horror as as every news station was covering it. And I'm sorry because I know exactly what you're going through, and I know more what you're getting ready to go through when it comes to FEMA and insurance companies, because people here in Florida and in the Carolinas and Tennessee are still going through it after losing their homes in a natural disaster. More so, what I really want to talk about this morning is a lot of the other reports that are coming out of, fire hydrants not having water. Being the wife of a first responder, I'm going to tell you that a lot of times, people will jump on the bandwagon and be like, oh, it's this person's fault. They didn't have any water in the hydrants. Just so we know, I kind of talked to my husband about this last night and this morning. When you've got a lot of people logging onto these hydrants, trying to use it at the same time, system's not designed to be able to withhold that. So the pumping water goes down. They can get a hold of the water district, have them up the engines a little bit, but it's going to be really hard to pump a lot of water out when so many different places are using water at the same time. Keep that in mind. Now, am I going to sit back and say that the mayor did not cut $20 million from their fire department? Yep, she sure did. Was that dumb, especially in a state where wildfires consistently happen? Yup, pretty smart, pretty dumb. Okay? But at this time, you don't want to be pointing fingers at this one should have did this and that one should have did that. I saw Newsom all over social media, yelling about Trump. And it's just, at this time, it doesn't matter, because I'm watching interviews of people who have basically said, my insurance just canceled me. My insurance just canceled my fire insurance. And that happens here in Florida with flood insurance. Okay. So the bigger picture is this. Who you elect to run your areas is super important in local elections. You need to pay attention to that. And these are big things that you need to be bringing up to these people in these campaigns where they're promising you the sun, moon, and the stars if you vote for them. Okay? Because did it help the people of California that mayor cut $20 million from the fire department, especially in a state where fires and wildfires consistently happen? Probably not. You probably want to fund the fire department more so than ever, right? Right. And I see they caught the mayor who didn't happen to be around while all this is happening at an airport. And she just looked into the camera, put her head down, and didn't say a word because she had no one around her that was going to cover for her. So she was point blank. The reporter's asking her, do you feel bad? Do you owe the people an apology? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Because the people that just lost everything don't want to hear about that. They don't. They don't. They want to hear who's going to step up and help us in this time of need. That's what they want to hear. And the fight, I hate to say it, is just beginning. It's just beginning. Okay? Because there are still people here in Florida and in the Carolinas and Tennessee that have lost everything, that are still getting denied help. Okay? Or trying to find money or having to sell their homes because they can't afford to fix them. Okay? Like I told you guys in a previous video, I had a client send in $130,000 of her belongings in her home to her insurance company. You know what the insurance company came back with their offer? 30 grand. Yeah. They're trying to pull together $1 million to have to lift their home just in case to get coverage for insurance. Yeah. On top of still paying for their mortgages. So these mortgage companies with these houses completely burned down are still going to have their hand out every month wanting that mortgage payment for a house that's no longer there. Right? Yeah. FEMA is going to come out and they're going to deny you over and over again, which is going to have to force you to get an attorney, which is going to cost you more money to fight for money that you pay for every single month in insurance policies. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. And that's what's about to happen. Okay. And then all the big rich people are going to come in and they're going to buy up all that land because that's what's happening here in Florida as well. Yeah. So for the people of California, I'm really sorry because I understand full throttle what you guys are going through right now because I have literally watched it happen here. And we've watched it happen in the Carolinas. We've watched it happen in Tennessee as well. It has been just heartbreaking to watch California going up in smoke and all of the videos. And like I told you, when all the hurricanes were happening here, once the cameras go away, it always just goes away. No one cares anymore. You're not all over the news right now. No one's giving you their thoughts and prayers every day. They'll move on to the next story, usually involving Trump and how horrible he is. But that's what the media does. And you know who suffers in the end? It's the people. It's the citizens. So when your local elections come forward, make sure you pay attention to who you're voting for. And I mean, pay attention. Because it might just be very important when a time comes when you need it. California, I'm thinking about you. And coming from Florida, I completely understand. And I'm really, really sorry. And I will be trying to find charities to donate to as well. And unfortunately, their fight is just beginning. Good talk.